Parker, going. Hi, hi. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Are you ready for tonight's stream? Wait, are you streaming right now? Or are you here to chill out? Charlie, going. Hi, hi, hi. Is I have hi, thank you. Lily, going. Hi, hi. Let me open up Twitch for you. Shuku, going. Hello, guys. Hi. Thank you. New. Hi, welcome. Hi. Okay, let me open Twitch real quick. How are you guys doing? Oh, no. How are you guys doing today? Or tonight? How's it going? Is audio? Okay. No. There we go. Oh my god. Okay. Guys, be right back. Peeper, welcome in. Charlie, welcome in. Thank you for the like. I need to go to the bathroom really fast. I'll be right back. If anybody joins, please welcome them. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Hi. Thank you. I'm alive. Don't worry. Welcome in, Karma. Hi. Karma, Aishir? Hi. And hello, people from Tiet. How are you guys doing? Idol meeting. Okay. So, I'm listening, Karma. That's what I was thinking. That I was about to ask. I'm like, are you Karma from, what was the other name you had? It was Karma underscore something. Well, hi. Welcome. Alright. Doing good. It's the weekend. Yes, it is Friday. Right, Karma is here. Yeah. I'll ask again now that I'm back. How are you guys doing today or tonight? Hi. I'm sorry if I say this wrong. Correct me if I say it wrong. Salvatore? Is that right? Going good, mate. That is great. Perfect. But yeah, today my day was very interesting. I don't know if some of you guys saw my my tweet like a few hours ago, but I had some spicy noodles. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest. I got the cheese one. I got the yellow bag. But I got it confused with the another one. I think there's like two yellows. I don't know the names, but like both of them are cheese. Um, but I got the wrong one and turned out to be a little bit more spicy. And I ended up pouring the whole entire sauce in it. So we can say I'm having a little tummy problem now. But I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But yeah, that's been my day. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm great. I'm fantastic. I didn't finish the noodles. I couldn't finish. I was able to, but I decided not to. I just gave it to my owlie sis. Official. Welcome in. Hi. Song hype. The song hype. Yeah, right. Thank you. After this stream, I'll be posting a song, an original song. Howdy, how's it going? This song I played it like 4 times on the ukulele stream. I'll be posting it on YouTube, so I'll link it to you guys. Don't worry. Ulysses, welcome in. Hi. I feel like I said that completely wrong. Cause I don't have X Prime, so the song is over 3 minutes. So I'll link it for you guys. I'll tweet it out with the YouTube link. So don't worry. But yeah, I hope you guys like it. Not much change. I guess just better quality of the song. I did try to add some instruments into it, but it was just meant to be with the ukulele. it was okay, but I didn't like it. So it's only my voice and the ukulele. So I hope you guys like that. But yes. Anyways, we shall start with the book. Is the BGM okay, guys? I just want to make sure before I start telling the story. Is the background music okay? Sounds good. For everybody else too? It's good. Yeah. Okay. All right. So for those who missed last stream, we are reading a book called You've Reached Sam, and it's a very lovely book. It's a very sad book, bittersweet book, not sad, bittersweet book. And I want to share it with you guys. So for those who missed the first 2 chapters, didn't you read one part of it last time? I read the what is it called again? Prologue and chapter 1. I think we did chapter 1. We read the prologue. I read the prologue and I read chapter 1. I'll skip the prologue right now. So I'll just let you on the details of chapter 1, because the other part is gonna come out in the throughout the story. So let me start. So in chapter 1, hold on, let me go back to it so I don't say too much from it. From chapter 1, it starts off with the point of view of a woman called Julie. right? Julie, I believe right now she is 17. She's very small. And it starts off telling the story of how she's basically coping with the death of Sam, his boyfriend, right? They don't tell us how Sam died. They don't tell us what happened. But it seems like Julie has blame on herself for what happened to Sam. And she thinks that a lot of the other people are also blaming her for what happened to Sam. So she basically skips all of Sam's funeral. She skips Sam's funeral. She skips all the special events for him. And she basically just cut off with everyone, and she's by herself. Until one day she woke up and she's like, I've had enough, right? I've had enough of this. I will throw away all of Sam's items so I can forget about him. So she puts all of Sam's stuff in a box. She takes it outside and leaves it for the the truck trash to take it. Yeah. And she goes and meets Mika. I think it was Mika, which is Sam's cousin. They have a little talk, but the talk ended kind of awkward because, like I said, Julie is still closed and does not want to speak with anyone. And Mika seems annoyed because she is not attending her boyfriend's funeral and events and basically forgetting about him, which she thinks it's very disrespectful. So after that, she walks back home. No, she doesn't walk back home. She goes and walks to a nearby lake. It was a secret place where Sam and her were used to go at. And she opens up a yearbook, right, that Mika brought for her. She goes through them until the end, and she finds a note by Sam. I'll read it for you guys because it's very important. It is a very important note. Very important letter. Where is it? Basically, what happened was... Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. No. I'm sorry for the ad. Karma, hi. There's so many karmas today. Hello, welcome in. Please do not give me karma. I'll write you the passage. Hold up. Let me just skip this ad. No ads. Thank you for the like. So, Sam wrote on Julie's yearbook, right? And this is what he said. I'll read it for you guys. Hey, just to make sure I beat everyone to it, I wanted to write in this first. I hope that's some more proof of how much I'm in love with you. I still can't believe it. How did 3 years go by so fast? It feels like yesterday. I was sitting on the bus behind you trying to build the courage to say something. It's crazy to think there was a time before we knew each other. A time before Sam and Julie. Or Julie and Sam. I'll let you decide on that one. I know you can't wait to leave this place, but I'm gonna miss it. I get it though. Your ideas were always too big for a small town, and everyone here knows it. But I'm happy your path somehow made you stop in Ellensburg along the way. So you and I could meet each other. Maybe it was supposed to happen, you know? I feel like my life didn't start until I met you. Julie, you're the best thing to happen to this small town. To me. I realize it doesn't matter where we're going next as long as we're together. I'll be honest, I used to be scared of leaving home. Now I can't wait to move on and make and make new memories with you. Just don't forget the ones we made here, especially when you make it big. And whatever happens, promise you won't forget me, okay? Anyway, I love you, Julie, and I always will. Yours forever, Sam. And that's the little note that Sam left on Julie's yearbook. And it kind of crashed on her when she read it, especially the last line where he says, "Promise you won't forget me." In which she realizes that she was trying to forget Sam, and she started to feel extremely guilty and really disappointed in herself. Is it okay? Can you guys still can you guys still hear me? There was an issue network that popped up. Are we good? Are we good? Yes. Yep, take it. Okay. Good. Okay. And so she gets up and she remembers Sam's stuff. She threw away Sam's stuff and she runs back home as fast as she can to see if the box is still there. But when she arrived back home, the box was gone. Nowhere to be found. It's already in the trash. They already came and picked it up, so it was late. And then she kind of like panicked. She went into like a mental breakdown and she ran all the way to his grave. But before she even did, she stopped in front of the gates from the what is it called again? The 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 graveyard, and she couldn't go in. She couldn't go in. She couldn't walk in and see him. She was too afraid, and she did not want to believe that Sam has passed away. RTJ, welcome in. Spinning Star, welcome in. Hi. And so she backs up and she turns around, and what happens next? She starts running, and as she's running back, it starts to rain, and she falls to the ground. She stays on the ground and she doesn't get up. The only thing that she want to do is to hear, "Bye, thank you for the gift, bye." The only thing she wanted to hear was Sam's voice one last time. So she grabs her phone, takes it out, and opens it. For her to realize once more that she deleted all contacts, all the phone numbers, all the messages, all the pictures from everyone, including Sam. And thank you. Yep, yeah, she was having a lot of regrets. Emma, welcome in. Hi. She was having a lot of regrets. But she remembered Sam's phone number. Hello, hi. She remembers Sam's phone number, and what does she do? She dials Sam, knowing that he's not gonna pick up, because he's not alive, he's dead. But she at least wants to hear his voice once more time, at least through voicemail. She dials the number, and it rings, right? It rings a couple times. And it rings, and it rings, and then the ringing stops. And somebody picked up the call from the other line, and I'll read you from here. I'll read you from here. And then from there I can continue the next chapter. Someone picks up the phone. There is a long silence before a voice comes through the line. Julie. Raindrops up. Let me go this way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the hi. Raindrops patter against my ear. I become aware of the sound of my own heart beating against the earth. I turn my face up slightly forward to the sky and keep listening. Are you there? Thank you for the rhythm. Thank you. Arigato. Oh my god. RTG. Thank you. I appreciate you. That voice. Faint and raspy, like the murmur of the ocean and a seashell. Choo, choo, choo. I know it. I've listened to it 1,000 times before, to where it becomes as familiar as my own. That voice. But it couldn't be. Sam. ... Thank you for the like. And that's where the first chapter ends. So, supposedly, Sam picks up the phone, but Sam is dead. So how is it? How is he? Is he alive? We shall find out in chapter 2. Okay. I shall start reading chapter 2 now, guys. Okay. Chapter 2. Can you hear me? He says. Julie? The ocean fades and his voice comes through more clearly. Are you there? Thank you. I blink of raindrops. I must have played one of his voicemails by mistake. But I thought I deleted them this morning. If you can hear me, say something. Let me know if this is you. I don't remember that line from before. So this must be something else. Maybe I hit my head and I am suddenly imagining things. My vision blurs, so I close my eyes again to stop the trees from spinning. I'm not sure if his voice is coming through the phone or my own head, but I answer anyways. Sam? Silence fills the woods. For a second, I think he's gone. That he was never there. But then I hear a breath that isn't mine. Koi, welcome in. Alex, welcome in. Puppy Cake, welcome in. Hi. Hello. Welcome to Storytelling. Hey, he says with an air of relief. I thought I lost you there. My eyes crack open to reveal a sliver of the world. I'm sorry. I'm too numb from the cold to know which way is up or down, or where the sky is. Smarty. Boba Jr., welcome in. Hi. What book is this? This one is You Reach Sam. We're in chapter 2 right now. Yes. Also, there's gonna be a lot of ads. Please ignore them. I reached into the back of my mind for some sense and came up empty. Sam? I say again. Can you hear me okay? I wasn't sure if this will work. What's going on? I wondered if you'd ever call me back. He says, as if nothing is out of the ordinary. As if we are continuing a conversation we left off yesterday. I missed you. I missed the infinity. I can't think straight. I don't know what's happening. Did you miss me too? I take in his familiar voice, the rain against my skin, the feeling of my body sinking into the ground, the sudden dizziness in my head, and try to make sense of what's happening. As strange as this all seems, I can't help asking, is this really you, Sam? Pickles Algorithm, thank you for the like. Thank you. It's me, he says. He laughs a little. I thought I'll never hear from you again. I thought you might have forgotten about me. How am I talking to you? Konnichiwa, konnichiwa. Nichols, welcome in. Hi. You call me. His voice is as calm as water. And I picked up, like I always do. Always. I don't understand. How is this possible? The line goes quiet. Raindrops roll off my skin like sweat. Sam takes a moment to respond. To be honest with you, Julie, I don't understand this either. He admits. I don't know how this is happening right now. Just know that it's really me, okay? Okay, I managed to say. I decided to go along with this. Let his voice cover me like an umbrella, even though this can't be real. I feel my mind slipping and myself sinking deeper into the earth as I hang on to Sam's voice like rope. Even though I don't know where it's coming from, I want this to be him, but it can't be. It's impossible. And then it hits me. I'm dreaming. This isn't a dream, Sam says, his voice filling the woods. I promise. Then how else are we talking? The same way we always have. Through the phone. Just like this. But Sam, I still don't. I start. I know. He goes on. It's a little different this time. But I promise to give you a better answer soon. But for right now, can we just enjoy this? This phone call, I mean. Getting to hear each other again. Let's talk about something else. Anything you want. Like before. Before. I close my eyes again and I try to go back there. Before I lost him. Before any of this happened. Before everything was ruined. But when I open them again, I'm still here in the woods. And Sam is still a voice on the line. You still there? He asked. His voice is so clear. I turn my head, expecting to see him. It's only me out here. A question comes to me. Where are you? Pluto, welcome in. Somewhere. He answers vaguely. If we seem that I mispronounce a word, please correct me. But I think it's vaguely. I might be horribly wrong. Where? I ask again. I adjust the angle of the phone, listening for background noises on his end, but the rain drowns everything out. It's hard to explain. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if I know myself. Sorry, I don't have all the answers. But none of that matters, okay? I'm here now. And you and me are connected again. You don't know how much I missed you. I missed you too. I missed you so much, Sam. But the words won't come out. A part of me still thinks I'm dreaming. Maybe I've fallen through some rabbit hole and entered an alternate reality. Or maybe I hit my head harder than I thought. Whatever it is, I'm afraid that if our conversation ends, I will lose him again and never get my answer. The rain continues, but the sky has reduced it to a soft drizzle. What's that sound? Sam asks, listening. Is that rain, Julie? Where are you? I glanced around for a moment. I forgot how I ended up here. Somewhere outside. What are you doing out there? I don't remember. Are you near your home? No. I I'm not sure where I am. I'm not really sure of anything at the moment. Are you lost? I think about this question. There's so many ways I could answer it. Instead, I close my eyes to shut out the rest of the world, focusing on Sam's voice, trying to hold on to it for as long as I can. You should get out of the rain, Julie. Find some place safe and dry, okay? Sam says, and as soon as you do, give me a call back. My heart jolts and I open my eyes. Wait! My voice cracks. Please don't hang up. I'm not ready to lose him again. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere, he says. Get somewhere safe and call me back. As soon as you do, I'll pick up. I promise. He's made promises before that he didn't keep. I want to refuse, but I can't seem to speak. I wish I could keep him on the line forever, but Sam repeats these words over and over until I start to believe them. As soon as you call me back, I'll pick up. I can't stay out here forever. I'm drenched, and I'm beginning to lose the feeling in my hands. I need to get out of these woods and out of the cold before the sun goes down and I can't find my way back. I don't remember how the call ended or what happened after. The part remains a blur in my mind, like a missing page from a book. All I know is that I kept walking until I made it out of the woods and found the main road again. It's late evening by the time I reach town. I hurry along wet sidewalks, passing beneath canopies to avoid the rain. The lights from the diner where I met Mika this morning are off, but the cafe down the street is still lit up. It is the only light on for blocks. I cross the street and make my way inside. Even at this hour, the place is half filled with students from the university, coupled together beneath Moroccan lamps. Raincoats hang over the backs of bar stools, laptop screens illuminating blank faces. I make my way towards a table in the back without ordering anything. Once I settle down, I turn my chair away from the others and face the window. There are no mirrors in this cafe, so my pale reflection in the glass catches me by surprise. Ikaw, welcome. Remember, welcome. Hi, how's it going? Welcome to your storytelling stream. I blow out the tea candle and the image of me vanishes. I run a hand through my wet hair. My clothes are dripping onto the hardwood floor. Maybe I should have wrung them out a little before I came in. Thankfully, this corner of the cafe is dark enough to keep me unnoticed. I take a few deep breaths to calm myself and glance around the room. The woman at the table near me is reading a book. I don't want her to overhear the phone call, so I'll wait a little. There's so many ads. I think I'm gonna have the BGM off. Is that okay, guys? Are you guys okay with that? No BGM? There's too many ads. Too many ads. Welcome in. I'm not bored anymore. It's okay. Okay. Bye. Thank you. You might hear a little, some small little background noises. Ignore them. You didn't hear those. Okay, where was I? Okay. So I wait a little. She is sitting alone, dressed all in black, and I wonder if she works here. Maybe she's reading on her break. She sips her tea slowly, making me anxious. It isn't until she gets up to leave that I breathe easier. I pull out my phone. It's almost 9. How did he get this late? This is the first I've been aware of the time since I left the house. There are no new messages or missed calls. I guess no one noticed I was gone. Argo, welcome in. Hi. I set my phone down on the table and pick it up again. I do this several more times until I lose count. Yo, how? The smell of caffeine and chai sinks my nose. Now that I've made it out of the woods and I'm thinking more clearly, the thought of calling Sam again seems ridiculous. Whatever happened out there was probably all in my head. At least I think so. Had I completely lost it? I must have, because I pick up the phone again and I dial his number. The call goes through. I hear the first ring and hold my breath. But he picks up almost instantly. Negative, welcome in. Hey, I was waiting for you. The sound of his voice floods with damn. The sound of his voice floods me with relief. I bring my finger up to my mouth to contain a sound. I don't know whether to feel confused or relieved or a mixture of both. Sam, I say his name without thinking. I wasn't sure if you called back, he says. Thought you might have forgotten. I didn't forget. I wasn't sure where to go. Where did you end up? I turn my head and look up at the stained glass transom above the door without thinking. From inside the cafe, the mosaic letters reflect backward in gold and blue lantern light. Sun and moon. The cafe where I used to work? He asked. I almost forgot. It's been a while since I've been back here. Sam goes quiet for a moment, and I feel him listening to the background noises through the phone. Suddenly I become aware of them too. The sound of stools scratching against the wood floor. The clink of a spoon on a ceramic plate. The low murmurs of a conversation from across the room. That's where I first talked to you. You were sitting in the back of the cafe. Do you remember? My mind flashes back to that day. A black apron, the steam from a warm latte, a paper lily on the front counter. Sam brought over my drink before I could order, and we talked for hours. That was almost 3 years ago. This is the same table, isn't it? The one in the back, by the window. I almost didn't notice. Welcome in. Hi. You used to order a honey lavender latte. I still remember. You never ordered that anymore, though. You drink coffee now. At least you tried to. He says with a laugh. It feels like yesterday we were sitting here together. But I can't think about this right now. Sam, I say to bring him back. Remember that time you wanted an espresso to finish your paper? But I said it was way too late for that? He goes on, almost reminiscently. I don't look in. Starla look in. Hi. Thank you for the heart. Momo, hi. Where was I? Oh no, okay. You kept insisting, so I made it anyway. And you couldn't sleep the entire night. You got so mad at me. I wasn't mad at you. I was just cranky. Hi, can you tell me how to make my own avatar? You can check out AniLive's website, or you can go ahead to their X account, and you can find more information there. They're in charge of those kind of things. Yeah. Nico, come in again. Remember the concert? The night I got my guitar signed? We ended up at the cafe too. Isn't that right? We shared one of those half moon cookies. You know, with the white icing. The ones he said don't look like moons at all. Remember that? Of course, I remember. The memory is fresh in my head, sending a flutter to my stomach. I was wearing his denim jacket, the one I threw out this morning. We were soaking wet from the rain, exactly like I am right now. My heart is pounding. Why he's bringing these things up again? These memories. I don't think I can hear any more of them. Why are you doing this? I ask. What do you mean? Reminding me of all this. Is that a bad thing? Sam, I start. Something interrupts me. A shoulder with black sleeves emerges as someone pulls a chair around, taking a table behind me. At the same moment, the door swings open as another couple comes in, holding down an umbrella. It's getting too crowded in here. I turn back to face the window and lower my voice. I wish you could tell me what's going on. I say. How do I know if this is real? Celeste, welcome in. Hello, hello. Because this is real. I'm real, Julie. You just have to believe me. How do you expect me to do that? I feel like I'm going crazy. You're not crazy, okay? Then how am I talking to you? You call me Julie, and I picked up. Like always. It's the same thing he said before, but it isn't enough. I didn't expect you to answer. I didn't expect to hear from you again. Are you disappointed? He asked. His question surprises me. I'm not sure how to answer it. That's not what I meant. I only meant I I don't know what to say. My mind is too far away and scattered to concentrate. Someone drops a spoon and it echoes across the room, and I hear laughter at the other tables. It's getting too loud in here. More people pour in through the door, and I feel like a face shrinking and myself about to get crushed. Julie. Sam's voice pulls me back. It's the only thing holding me together. I know nothing makes sense right now. The two of us talking again. I'm sorry I don't have all the answers for you. I wish I did. I wish there was a way to prove this is real. You just have to believe me, okay? I don't know what to believe anymore. More voices fill the room. Then comes the sound of footsteps, followed by a blur of jeans and blonde hair. The couple who came in appear with hot drinks, taking a table across from me. I try to steal a glance from the corner of my eye without them noticing. The second I recognize a voice, my stomach drops. Taylor settles into her chair as Liam sits to drinks down. Y'all remember Taylor? Y'all remember Taylor? Taylor was Sam's best friend. Sam's old friends. They've been dating for almost a year now. Yeah. Pop Noodle, welcome in. Hi. How's it going? Welcome to the storytelling stream. They've been dating for almost a year now. They were there at the bonfire the night he died. I turned myself towards the window and lowered my head a little, letting my wet hair fall across the side of my face. Of all people from school I could have run into, it had to be them. Three little pigs. Three little pigs. I'm sure they noticed I wasn't at the funeral. I bet they have a lot to say about it. Sam practically grew up with them. They form a close-knit group that used to hang out before I moved here. The group fizzled out a little once Sam and I started seeing each other. I suspect Taylor had her own reasons for this. When I asked Sam why they didn't like me, he said people around here have a thing against those who grew up in the city. Children's book? I see. No, this is called You Rich Sam. Probably because of our families' political differences. Taylor's dad drives a gas gas guzzling truck, while mine drove an environmentally friendly car. Kids rolled their eyes when he used to drop me off in front of school. My dad hated it here. He couldn't wait to leave this place. Maybe they haven't noticed me. I'm too scared to check. I'm deciding whether to wait until they leave or move to the bath. I am so sorry. I'm deciding whether to wait until they leave or move to the bathroom when a bright light blinds the side of my face and I look up. Taylor lowers her phone that's pointed right at me. Her eyes widen as she realized she forgot to turn the camera flash off. Liam sips his drink, pretending nothing happened. They don't apologize or say a word to me. My body trembles. I can't deal with this right now. I just can't. Julie, what's wrong? Ron Ray? What's going on? Hi. Sam's voice comes back and I remember he's still on the phone. A car appears outside and throws headlights into the cafe window, illuminating me like a spotlight. I have to get out of here. I rise abruptly from my seat, nearly knocking over my chair. Taylor and Liam are silent, but I feel their stares as I move between tables, bumping coats and shoulders as I make my way towards the door and throw it open. It finally stopped raining. People are moving towards me from all sides. I ducked beneath someone's umbrella and hurried down the sidewalk with the phone pressed to my chest. As soon as I reach the corner, I break into another run. I run until the cafe noise and lights are behind me, and not a single passing car is in sight. A single street lamp barely lights the side of the block as I lean against it. The bulb flickers above me as I catch my breath. I remember Sam is still on the line. I put the phone back to my ear. Julie, what's wrong? Where did you run off to? My head is pounding. I don't know what to say. So all that comes out is a breathless, I don't understand what's happening to me. I am never like this, even when Sam died. I held myself together. Julie, are you crying? It isn't until Sam asked this that I realize I am. And I can't stop. What's wrong with me? What am I doing out here? Nothing makes sense anymore. Sam's voice softens. I'm sorry. I really thought that if I pick up, everything will be better. This is all my fault. I wish I could fix this. I take in a deep breath and I say, please tell me what's going on, Sam. Tell me what you picked up. There's a long silence before he finally answers this. He says, I wanted to give us a chance to say goodbye. I'm gonna get emotional. Meliflora, welcome in. Hi. I wanted to give us a chance to say goodbye. I nearly crumbled to the floor. There's a lump in my throat that makes it almost impossible to speak as I fight more tears. But I never want to say goodbye. I managed to get out. Then don't. You don't have to, okay? You don't have to say it right now. I wipe my eyes and keep breathing. Listen, Sam says after a moment. How about this? Let me show you something. I think it will make you feel better, okay? It's so sad. Before I ask what it is, he says, just trust me. Trust him. I don't think Sam realizes how much I trust. How much trust I'm already giving him by staying on the phone. I don't know what else to say, so I say nothing at all. I stand there in silence beneath the light of the lamp post. As I hold on to Sam's voice and tell myself everything is okay, when I'm no longer sure what's real and what isn't anymore. Fofo, welcome in. I take back what I said earlier about the lake. This is the place I expected. This this is the last place I expected to end up tonight. Sam's job. Oh my god, why is this so hard to read? Sam's driveway is empty of cars. Not a single light shines from the windows of the house. His family must be staying with relatives outside of town. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Sam asked me to come get something he's been meaning to give me. Lucia, welcome in. Hi, hi. Trust me, he keeps saying. There's a spare key taped beneath the mailbox, just like he told me. I find it and open the front door, hoping no one's inside. Alright, okay. For those who are here for the prologue, there's one object. There's one specific object that Sam gave to Julie. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was a little piece of jewelry. And it's about to come up. It's too dark to see anything. The scent of flowers and scents overwhelms me. I step over his little brother's shoes for a switch. A single lamp flickers on and I look around. The living room is filled with flowers that are beginning to wilt. A beautiful wreath of chrysanthemums hangs near the mantle. PSA, it's still breaking and entering, even if you're dead for say it's okay. Right. right. Um, this must all be for Sam. Sam's voice comes on the line. Is anyone home? He asked me. I don't think so. It's too quiet in here. That's weird. Where's everyone? There are a bunch of flowers for you, though. I tell him. The house is full of them. Flowers? Sam repeats, a note of surprise in his voice. Interesting. Are yours there too? Mine? I look around the room anyway, knowing full well nothing here is for me. Not even a card. A knot of guilt forms in my chest, and I feel terrible again. I don't see them here, is all I say. I'm sure my mom kept them somewhere else, Sam says. Maybe. I don't want to be in here anymore, so I take my shoes off and head upstairs. It's so strange to be alone in the house. I tiptoe past his little brother James' room. Even though he isn't there, maybe it's out of habit. Sam's room is at the end of the hall. His door is covered with band logos and NASA stickers. The doorknob is cold to the touch. I take a deep breath before I twist it open. I don't need to turn on the light to know something is different. The curtain is drawn, giving me enough moonlight to see the boxes in the room. Some of the shelves have been cleaned. It looks like Sam's parents have started to pack things, leaving only the bed sheets and the smell of him. I take another breath. I never thought I would be back here again. You still there? Sam's voice brings me back to him. Sorry if my room's a mess. He always said this right before I came in. What am I looking for? It should be somewhere on my desk, Sam says. I wrapped it for you. I go through his desk, behind the computer, and under folders, in the drawers, but nothing's there. Are you sure? Try the middle drawer again. Nothing's there, Sam. I tell him. Oh my god, this is getting to me. Wait, what do you mean it's getting to you? I tell him. I glance around the room. It might be in one of the boxes. What boxes? I almost don't want to tell him. There are boxes in your room. I think your parents are packing things up. Why would they do that? I give him a moment to think this through. Oh, right. I guess I forgot for a second there. I can look through them if you want me to, I say. Sam doesn't hear me. Why will they pack my things up so soon? He says more to himself than to me. I haven't been gone that long, have I? You know, I can't speak for your parents, but sometimes it's just hard to look at these things. I try to explain. I guess so. I turn on the desk lamp to see the room better. The boxes are half filled with Sam's clothes, books, CDs, and a record collection, and roll up posters. So many things I thought I'd never see again. I suddenly remember the things I threw out this morning. Here they are right in front of me. Sam's Radiohead t-shirt. His mariner's hat he bought when we were in Seattle. And even though he knows nothing about baseball, it all still smells like him. For a second, I forget what I'm even looking for. Did you find it yet? Sam asks again. I open another box. This one's full of This one's full of recording equipment. Sam must have spent the last 6 months saving up for this microphone. He always talked about recording his own music. I told him I'll help him with lyrics. Sam wanted to be a musician. Musician. He wanted his songs to play on the radio someday. He wanted to make it in the world. Now he'll never get the chance. I find the gift eventually. It's wrapped with magazine pages and filled with tissue. It's heavier than I expected. What is it? Just open it, Jules. I tear it open, letting the wrapping paper fall to the rug. It takes me a second to realize what this is. Are you ready, guys? Wait a second. I turn it over in my hand. Leo, go in. Hi. The same one I threw out this morning. But it can't be. Sam, where did you get this? Hi, how are you doing? I forgot how to say this word. At the antiquity shop? It's the other half you were missing. I examined it closely. He's right. This isn't the same one I kept in my room. Antique. Thank you. The antique shop. It's the long lost half we couldn't find. But I thought someone bought it by the time we came back. That was me. What do you mean? That's the surprise, Sam says with a laugh. I went back and got the other piece for you. I let you think it was gone. That way, it would be more special when you finally get to put them together. When the wings are complete. It's pretty romantic, right? But she threw away the other one. But I don't have the other wing anymore because I threw it out. And now the two pieces will never be reunited. I can't believe I ruined this. I can't believe I ruined his gift. I ruined everything. I was expecting a big reaction. Sam says, noticing my silence. Did I do something wrong? No, no, you didn't. It's only I swallow hard. I don't have the other piece anymore, Sam. Did you lose it? I clench his bookend. No, I threw it out. What do you mean? I threw everything out, I tell him. All of your stuff. I couldn't look at it anymore. I was trying to forget you. I'm sorry, Sam. Silence filled his room. I know he's hurt by this, so I told him. I tried to get them back, but it was too late. Everything was already gone. I know I'm terrible. I'm sorry. You're not terrible, Sam says. Don't say that. I'm not mad, okay? To nervy fix, right? My eyes water again. But I ruined your gift. You didn't ruin anything. You can still keep it. I'll be like before. Before? What does he mean by that? There's no going back there anymore. But the rest of your things are still gone. I'll never get those back again. Sam thinks about this. Well, how about you take something else of mine? Anything you want from my room. I had already thought of this, but I was afraid to ask. Are you sure? Of course. Anything at all, he says. I want you to have it. I keep him on the phone as I go through the boxes again. This is so strange. A complete reversal of what I was doing this morning. I take the Radiohead t-shirt and a few other little things. A guitar pick, band bracelets, the hat he bought on his trip to Tokyo. Then I head to the closet and slide it open. T-Rex, welcome in. Hi. Hi. How's it going? Pronounced tracks. Track. Sorry. Hello there, tracks. Sorry for mispronouncing it. Where was I? Shame on Yoli. I am reading right now. Everything in my head is. Thank you for the like. Then I head to the closet and slide it open. There are still some clothes hanging, but I find it immediately. There it is. His oversized plaid button-down shirt. Sam wore it almost every day, regardless of the season. I guess even his parents couldn't throw it away. I take the shirt from the hanger and put it on. For a brief second, I feel his hands on me, but it's only in my head. I wipe my eyes with his sleeves. After a moment, I walk over to the bed and lie down. The phone feels warm against my cheek. It's been a long day and an even longer week, and I don't realize how exhausted I am until my body rests on the mattress that feels as safe as my own. Sam tells me I can stay in his room as long as I need. I don't even have to say much. I just stay on the phone, listening, and feel him there on the line with me. After a moment, almost out of the blue, Sam says, I'm sorry. For what? I ask him. For all of this. At first, I still don't know what he is apologizing for, but then I realize what he meant. At least, I think so. Cake, Nova, man. Man. Me too, I whisper. Sam stays with me on the phone for the rest of the night, and we talk until I fall asleep. just like we've done 1,000 times before. And that's the end of chapter 2. What do you guys think? How are you guys doing? How are you feeling? Sully, welcome in. Hi. How's it going? Only chapter exactly. Exactly. It's yeah. Yeah. hmm it's a lot. I don't think I can make it. It's alright. We can make it. We can make it through. I read this book before. Okay, I read this book under 3 days. But yeah, that's so sad. How is that chapter 2? How many chapters are there? There is, I believe, there is 8 chapters. There's 8 chapters. Yeah, 8 chapters, and a a a a apologue. Am I saying that right? Apologue. Um, yeah. Chapter 3. Do you guys want me to continue, or will you guys like us to stop right here? Epilogue. Epilogue. Did I say that right? Epilogue. Epilogue. Continue. Okay. Go ahead. Alright. I do not remember chapter 3 that much, so I'm going in blind as well. It's interesting. I'm glad you find it interesting. Okay. Okay. Chapter 3. Before. So this is going past before I'll just read it. Before. It's too dark to see anything. A hand moves across my face and pulls a string, illuminating the desk lamp on the floor between us. White sheets hang down from the ceiling light in Sam's bedroom as we lay on the carpet with pillows stacked around us like walls. Oh, I remember this one. Okay. You might need tissues for these. I am gonna need tissues for these. We're hiding in the fort he built with his little brother, James. Sam reaches over and moves my hair out of my face to see me better. He's wearing his favorite royal blue tank, the one that shows his shoulders and brings out his summer tan skin. He whispers, "We can do something else if you're bored." James pokes his head in through the opening of the sheets with a flashlight. I heard that. Sam drops his head and groaning. We've been here for 2 hours. You promised to hang out tonight, James says. He just turned 8 years old. I thought you guys were having fun. We are, I assure him, and give Sam a nudge on the arm. Sam, relax. Yeah, Sam, relax, James repeats. All right, another hour. I look up nervously at the ceiling lamp that's holding the weight of the sheets and glance around the fort. It looks like it could fall apart at any moment. Are you sure it's safe in here? Don't worry, Sam says with a laugh. We've done this a million times. Right, James? Nobody's safe out here in the wastelands, James says in his creepy voice. That's right, Sam says to play along. He looks at me. We should really be worried about what's out there. Better cuddle up and keep each other safe, he whispers playfully. He leans in and kisses me on the cheek. James winces. Ew. Not in the fort. It's just the cheek. I break out with laughter, then go quiet again. Do you hear that? I pause to listen. I hear rain. Acid rain. James corrects me. I look at Sam and sigh. I'm gonna have to walk home in that. Or you can stay the night, he says through a smirk. Sam. James points the flashlight at our faces. Mom says to tell her if Julie ever stays past midnight. You would do that to me? Sam asks, looking hurt. My own brother? She says she'll give me $10. So you're taking bribes now, eh? Sam says, what if I give you 15? For trade for $10. Mom said you make an offer. She says she's willing to match anything. Plus tickets to the Rockets game. Sam and I looked at each other. He shrugs. She's good. Let's focus, James says, looking out through the opening of the fort for signs of trespassers. We need to figure out what the aliens have done with the others they kidnapped. I thought we were hiding from the zombies apocalypse, Sam says. That the aliens started. Duh. James says, rolling his eyes. He repositioned his arms, holding a flashlight like a lightsaber. We need to hurry and get the ingredients for the antidote. We can't lose any more men. Behind us lays the body of Mr. Bear wrapped inside a pillowcase. Together we had to make the hard decision of putting him down before the virus spread to the rest of us. So sad. Oh, you mean this entitled? Sam holds up a glass vial that looks a lot like his bottle of cologne. James lowers his lightsaber slowly. His voice darkens. You've had that all along? While one of our men was infected? Been in my pocket the entire time. You traitor! Worse, Sam says. I'm the alien. James narrows his eyes. I knew it. I gasp and James throws himself onto Sam, pulling down the fort with him. The sheets fall over me, covering my face, and then rise again in the air before they shift and fall into flakes of snow as the scene changes around me. I am sitting in Sam's car with my door open. We are parked across the street from the Reed College campus. The ground is covered with leaves and thin layer of snow. Sam opens his door and walks around to my side of the car. He squats down to look at me and offers a hand. Come on, Julie. Let's check it out, he says. We drove all the way here. I said we don't need to. It's already starting to snow. We should go. I'll hardly call this snow, Sam says. Let's just go, Sam, I say again and face the front of the car, ready to leave. I thought you wanted to look around the campus. I mean, isn't that why we drove 4 hours? I only wanted to get a sense of the place, and I got it. From the seat of my car? He rests a hand on the roof and looks down. I don't get it. You were so excited when you planned this. Now you want to leave already. It's nothing. I want to check out downtown before everything closes. Let's go, I say. Julie, Sam says. He gives me the look that means he knows me too well. Tell me what's wrong. I cross my arms and sigh. I don't know. What if I hate it? It already doesn't look like anything from the pictures. I'm underwhelmed. But you haven't even seen all of it yet. What if it's worse? I point out at a red brick building that resembles a barn near an empty field. Look, that's straight out of Ellensburg. You're not giving your dream school a fair shot, Jules. Sam says. He stands and glances around at the people walking by. Don't you want to at least talk to some students? Ask them questions about what it's like here, about the social life and stuff. Not really, I say. What if they're all a bunch of rich elite snobs who keep asking me what my parents do for a living? That's what we're here to find out. I take a deep breath and let it out. I don't know, Sam. There's this air about this city that's. What's the word? I pause to think. Oh, I cannot pronounce this word. Pretentious. Pretentious. I thought you liked pretentious, Sam says. I give him a look. Kidding. He smiles. So now you don't like Portland at all. I see. Overrated as far as I can tell. Sam sighs and then squats down to my level again. His voice softens. You're scared about leaving your mom, aren't you? He says. I don't want her to be alone, I say. My dad already left, so maybe I should take a year or two off and work at the bookstore. Mr. Lee said he'll promote me to an assistant manager. Is that what your mom will want? Sam asks. I don't say anything. Is that what you want? Nothing for me. She's gonna be fine, Jewel, Sam says. Okay? You can't name a more independent person. I mean, your mom teaches a class called Distorting Time. She literally does pilots in other dimensions. I know, I say. Sam takes my hand and our fingers lace. Portland's gonna be great, he promises. We'll find a cool little apartment downtown. Fix it up, look for coffee shops where I can play music and you can sit and write. It'll be like we planned. Maybe. Let's see what this campus is all about, he says. We really don't have to. I'm fine with what I see from the car, really. Fine. He sighs. Then I'll drive the car onto the quad. He pulls out his key and stands. What? Sam? It's something he will absolutely do. I grab him before he steps around the car. Okay, I'll go. Sam smiles as he takes both my hand and helps me out of the car as fog begins to rise around us. I follow Sam into it like walking through a wall of smoke. As strobe lights flash all around me and music begins to blare, growing louder until I realize I've gone somewhere else. So we are changing scenery to what it seems like a dance. Um, the smoke fades as Sam takes me down to a crowded basement in someone's house while their parents are out of town. It's my first high school party and I don't know anybody here. There's a ping pong table littered with red and blue cups. People are not really dancing but swaying to the music. Several guys are wearing sunglasses indoors. It looks like I came late. Do you want something to drink? Sam asks through the music. Sure, what do they have? Sam looks at the bar against the wall. Do you like beer? He asks. Yeah, I lie. I'm not planning to drink anything. I just wanted something to hold. I remember a trick my mother told me she used back in her days. Dump it out and fill it with cranberry juice. I hear her voice in my head. Sam leads me through the crowd toward a red couch in the back where a girl in a white sweatshirt is sitting with her legs crossed. Nailed it. Nailed it. Wait, what happened? What happened? This is my cousin Mika. Sam introduces us. This is Julie. She just moved here. Mika stands to shake my hand. Nice to meet you. she says. Where are you from again? Seattle. Right. I can tell. You can? I ask, unsure what to make of that. Sam looks at her, then back at me. So how do you like Ellensburg so far? He asks. I can tell he's already had something to drink. I don't know yet, I say. There isn't really a lot to do around here. Sam nods. Yeah, I guess you're probably used to laser shows and holograms and 3D arcades and stuff like that. Um, she says she's from Seattle. Not the future, Sam, Mika says. No, we have some of those things, I say. Sam looks at Mika. See? Someone bumps into me, almost knocking over my drink. So I slip out of the so I step out of the way. This is his senior party, Sam says to impress me. I had to ask Spence if he could come. He's the one that lives here. It's his older brother's party. I can't think of anything else to say but cool. A minute passes without saying anything. Sam tries to make small talk. So, what do you like to do for fun? I like to write, I say. Like books? I guess so. I mean, I haven't written one yet, but someday. What's your favorite book? He asked. I like The Buried Giant. That's my favorite too, Sam says. He's lying. He's never read that, Mika says. Sam shoots her a look. Mika mouths, I'll leave you two alone, and disappears through the crowd. The pretentious, thank you. Okay, maybe I haven't read that yet, Sam admits. But I know the author. He's Japanese, right? Yeah, Ishiguro. I knew it. Sam nods. My mom has all his books in our living room. The loud music slows down to something more palatable. The blues of an electric guitar with the Lennon-squee voice swaying through it. I think I said that right. Lennon-squee voice swaying through it. It's Mark Lanigan. Do you know him? Of course. I lie. He's from here, Ellensburg. My dad ran into him at the gas station once. Lenin-esque? That Lenin-esque? That is so hard to... Oh my god. How cool. I lie again. Yeah. See, exciting things happen here too. Ellensburg is a great place. You're really gonna like it. I have no idea what that is. Lennon space. English hard. It is. Where was I? You're really gonna like it. He said it with some confidence. I've been to Seattle and it sucks. You're so lucky you left. Jen Lennon, so a singer. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't. I think it's. Hold up. The blues of electric guitar with the Lennon squeeze voice swaying through it. It's my Lennon. Do you know him? Okay. I'm just not gonna try to see what it is, or else my brain is gonna break. I love Seattle, I say. Oh, yeah, I've heard good things. He tries to smile. This is a good song, I say. It's Strange Religion, Sam says, nodding to the melody. One of my favorite songs. One of my favorites. We listen to the song, nodding along, awkwardly looking at each other from time to time, while others in the basement have coupled together, slow dancing. When Sam nearly stumbles, I catch his arm. You should sit down, I say, and help him to the couch. Sam rests the back of his head against the wall, and I can't tell if he's about to fall asleep. He seemed fine a moment ago. Uh-oh. You don't drink often, do you? I ask. No, Sam says. Me either, I say. I'm really glad you came tonight, he says. I wasn't sure if you would. Well, I did, I say. I take the cup from his hand and place it on the table. Maybe we can hang out sometime, like after school or something. I like that. Do you drink coffee? No, but I'm teaching myself to, I say. I'm really glad you came tonight. You just said that. Sam smiles at me and shuts his eyes. Suddenly, the music cuts off. Someone flickers the lights on and off. A voice shouts down from the top of the stairs. Dudes, cops are outside. Back door, everybody. Sam, wake up, we have to go. Huh? He yawns as I wrap his arms around my neck and lift him up from the couch. I stamped of bodies races towards the backyard as I limp and stumble, trying to follow them out. Eventually, I make it through the door and emerge into complete darkness as the weight of Sam vanishes from around my shoulders. The scene changes again, and I find myself somewhere else. A breeze blows against my skin, and when I look up through the dark, I see I've made it outside. I blink, and a baseball diamond emerges through the moonlight. A telescope stands in the middle, angled toward the sky, leaning down beside what? Leaning down beside it is Sam, who is trying to adjust something. This this isn't going to work, he says. What's wrong? I ask. He looks up at me, his eyes flashing with disappointment. It's too cloudy out. You can't see anything. I thought this will work. I wanted to surprise you, he says. I squint at the sky. Surprise me with what? Stars? No, I wanted to show you Saturn's ring. For the story you're writing in class, you say you wish you could see it so you could describe it better. He leans down, checking the lens of the telescope again. Dang it. I can't believe you went out of your way to do this. I emailed the astronomy department at the university and everything, he tells me. And they're only letting me borrow the telescope for tonight. Sam, I whisper, and touch his back. He looks up from the lens. He and I have never kissed before. I'll never forget his look of surprise when I pull his face up slowly with my hands and press my lips to his. And we felt a slight shock of static from the middle of the telescope. Thank you for this, I whisper. But you didn't even get to see it. I'm good with my imagination. We both smile. Sam puts his hand around me and pulls me in for a longer second kiss beneath the cloudy night sky and bars of moonlight breaking through it. I remember he said later, I'll show you them another time. I promise. He never kept that promise. Okay. Oh, okay. That was the end of chapter 3. But he never kept that promise. Why? Because he's not alive. Oof. Oofies. 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 I think that was more of a recall of back memories so you guys can get to know Sam because it's about to go down. Anyways, welcome in. Hi, how's it going? What do you guys thought? I can't. I can't. Are you okay? Do we need a break? I need a break. My brain is gonna like. It was a good first two kisses, right? And then boom, with the sadness. I just posted a TikTok. You just posted a TikTok. Nice. Nice. Hold up, let's take a little break. I need a little break. Water time. Water. Take water, guys. Take a little sip of water. Never mind, don't look. Why? Why? I'm good, but if you need a break, go for it. But. Hold on, let me ask. Do you guys want me to continue with chapter 4, or what would you guys like? I don't mind continue reading, to be honest. These kind of stories make me reflect upon my own life and not take people for granted. Right. That's exactly what happened to me. After reading this book, I I started showing my love to people more. I think that's how I became a little more emotional, I guess. It's my Nexas. I love their TikTok. It's cringe. And you're my first post. I'll check it out later if you want. I'm fine either way. Okay. What about you guys on Twitch? What do you think, Burger? um, I can check it out tomorrow. Good to go? But oh, I'll just keep it in mind. I'm going to be embarrassed. No, why? Now I'm even more curious. Now I see it now. I want to watch now, but I'm not going to. I'm preparing myself for chapter 4. I'm really preparing myself for chapter 4. Thank you. Don't let's go. Yeah. Don't right now. Yeah, I won't right now. Don't worry. I need to prepare myself as well. Yep. Let me go through this. Because I don't remember exactly, but this book, man, yeah. Thank you for the pink sunlight. Arigato. Okay. Don't worry, guys. I think. Okay. That's what I thought. Atochi, welcome in. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Hello. I'm reading a book called You've Reached Sam. Feel free to hop on in with us. Okay. So don't worry. Okay, chapter 4 seems a little bit more chill. But it will leave you wondering about something. And I'm excited to see how you guys react to that. So okay. Question mark? You'll see. And I think this one is longer. Is it longer? No, it's short too. Okay. We might be able to read another chapter more. Maybe chapter 5 might be the last one. Yeah, hi J3. Welcome in. Cliffhanger? No. It's not a cliffhanger, but there's something interesting that happens. So yeah, chapter 5, after chapter 5 will be the last one we're gonna read for tonight. Okay. Yeah. Because I think chapter 5 has a cliffhanger. I think chapter 5 has a cliffhanger. Yeah. Okay. Chapter 4. Now. The bell echoes. Hold on, let me raise the book up. The bell echoes down the empty hallway as I arrive late to school. I missed the bus this morning. Now I have to make an entrance to a class that's already started and draw more attention to myself. I consider skipping first period to avoid this altogether, but I've been absent for an entire week of school now, and I'm already here. I might as well get this I might as well get this over with, since I'll have to face everyone sooner or later. At least I remembered to set my alarm yesterday, but I never planned to wake up in Sam's bed and have to rush home. Sam. I'm still trying to wrap my head around last night. The phone call in the woods. Hearing his voice again. It was all real, wasn't it? How else would I ended up in his room? Only 7 hours of this place, I remind myself. Then I can call him again. Oh god. I just remember pieces of this book. Wahaha. It's all I can think about. It's what's keeping me together as I brace myself for the rest of the school day without him here. I take a deep breath before I step through the door to first period. All heads turn slowly towards me as the room silences. Mr. White pauses his chalk on the board and opens his bearded mouth as if he's about to say something. But he looks away and continues his lecture, allowing me to go find my seat. As I slip between desks, no one makes eye contact with me. When I see the empty table by the window with two chairs, my heart stops. The empty table by the window. Oh, it's where Sam and I usually sat together. But I don't, but I don't stall for too long because I sense people staring. I take another breath before I walk over and set my things down. I don't look at anyone. I just stare at the front of the room and watch the minutes tick away on the clock. After class, everyone ignores me. No one asks how I'm doing or looks my way. I don't know what I was expecting coming back. It's hard not to let it bother me. Maybe they all notice I wasn't at the funeral. Maybe they think I'm some cold, heartless person who feels nothing after her boyfriend died. Zach, come in. The rest of the day goes like this. Hallways grow silent as I walk through them, and whispers follow. But I keep my chin straight and pretend I don't hear anything. I suddenly remember the photo Taylor look Taylor took of me and wonder who she sent it to. Probably their senior group. Everyone at the bonfire that night. I'm sure it made me feel better seeing me like that. Thankfully, I don't have any classes with her or Leon. I've been trying hard to avoid those two all day. I even took the other stairs to avoid passing by their lockers. At lunch, I don't know where to sit. I take my time placing food on my tray as I look around for Mika. I haven't seen her all morning. Maybe she's still taking time off from school. She hasn't contacted me since we met at the diner yesterday. If only she knew what happened last night. After I called Sam and he picked up. But I can't possibly tell her anything yet. Will Sam want me to? I should ask him before I make any decisions. If our phone calls are real, I don't want to risk anything. There are plenty of chairs open but nowhere to sit. I consider eating outside, but I feel everyone watching me. I don't want them thinking I'm afraid to eat alone. I won't be one of those girls who ends up hiding in the bathroom stall. Fuse, welcome in. Hi. I search for an empty table in the back of the cafeteria. Something catches my eye. Behind a chair, rose jewels glitter along a white silk backpack. It belongs to my friend Yuki. Her smooth black hair flows down her back, like long and beautiful. She is sitting by the window with two other exchange students, Rachel from Vietnam and Jay from Thailand. Vietnam? Vietnam. I am so sorry, I said that wrong. Vietnam and Jay from Thailand. I head over and sit down I head over and set down my tray. Is anyone sitting here? Blinking eyes look up from cafeteria food and lunch boxes. Uh, Jay, who is a head taller than the rest of the table, removes his headphones and brushes his dark waves from his forehead. He's wearing a striped blue baseball jersey he bought on his trip to Seattle. No, of course, Rachel says. Her hair is tied back in a ponytail today. She moves her back to make room for me. Please join us. Thank you, I say. Awkward smiles are exchanged as I take a seat between her and Jay. Yuki and I share a nod from across the table. We eat in silence. Usually the three of them are bright with conversations, but there's a weight at the table that keeps us quiet and somber, without saying anything. Jay slides a box of mango slices in front of me. A sympathy offering. I smile at him and take a slice. Then Jay pushes a bag of homemade cookies towards me, along with those mini green tea Kit Kats that he knows are my favorite. They're his favorite too. I try to push them back, but he insists. How about we split it? He says. He's always been sweet this way. Rachel smiles at me. We missed you, Julie, she says. We've been thinking about you. We're glad to have lunch with you again. And we miss Sam too, Jay says mournfully. We're really sorry about what happened. I've been thinking as well. Wait, we've been thinking as well? Thinking about what? Did I miss something? Blah, blah. Eh. The table goes silent again. Yuki's eyes flash between me and Jay, as if she's reading my reaction to Sam's name, to make sure it's okay to bring him up. It does feel strange to have them talk about him like this. Like I wasn't on the phone with him last night. Sam was a great friend, Yuki adds, nodding. She tries to smile, to all of us. We'll always remember him. Always, Rachel says. It worries me to hear this, especially coming from Yuki. She knew Sam longer than the others. She lived with her family during the first year of her exchange program. Sam was the first person she met when she arrived in Ellensburg, and he showed her around. His mother hoped it would help him improve his Japanese. The day after the funeral, she stopped by my house to drop off soup and tea for me, even though I ignore all her messages. Jay and Rachel moved here a few months ago. It's their first year in Washington. We have a few other international students. The ones from Europe are treated like royalty and get invited to all the parties. Yuki, Jay, and Rachel, on the other hand, have had a more difficult time finding their place. They got the alienation treatment. Oofies. Despite their fluency in English, no one makes the effort to talk to them like the French and the German students, so they rely a lot on each other. The terrible thing is when people see them together all the time, they accuse them of isolating themselves from the rest of school. I never noticed this until Sam mentioned it to me. Sam told me his friends will refer to them as those Asians. When Sam finally said, I'm Asian too, one of his friends replied, Yeah, but you are different. Because Sam was born here and didn't have an accent. Sam never said anything back. He just grabbed his things one day and moved to Yuki's table, and I went with him. Now lunch feels empty without him here. Like something's missing. I know the others sense it too. Jay passes me another Kit Kat and leans into me. Let us know if you need anything, he whispers. We're always here for you. I don't know what else to say to everyone but thank you. I pluck at my salad with my fork as we continue to eat in silence. Much later, almost out of nowhere, I say to the table, I think Sam will be happy to know what you guys said about him. I know in my heart this is true, and I plan to tell him later. At the end of school, I hurry to my locker to grab my things. I'm trying not to run into anyone. I just want to head home and call Sam as soon as I get to my room. It's what we have planned. As I'm standing there, I sense someone behind me. There's a tap on my shoulder. More Snake, welcome in. Hi, Macy. Hello, welcome. How are you guys doing? I turn around to meet dark green eyes. It's Oliver, Sam's best friend, standing a bit too close. He's wearing his blue Letterman jacket. Letterman jacket. His backpack hangs over a single shoulder. You're really back. Did he need something? I want to say hi. Oh, hi. I say quickly. I turn back to my locker and grab another book, hoping he'll take the hint. Oliver doesn't move. How have you been lately? Fine. Oh, he waits for me to say more, but I don't. Maybe he was expecting a different answer. I'm not in the mood to have that conversation right now, especially with him. But he keeps talking. It's been a real week, hasn't it? I guess you could say that. Are you sure you're okay? Oliver asked again. I said I'm fine. I don't mean to be rude, but Oliver and I have never been good friends, despite his relationship with Sam. There was there was always some boom, 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 boom. There was always some tension between us I never completely understood. It always felt like the two of us were competing for Sam's attention. There was a time when I wanted to get to know Oliver. Whenever we were together with Sam, I remember trying to start a conversation with him, but he'll always be short with me or pretend not to hear it. He would invite Sam somewhere and say there was no room in his car or spare a ticket for me. So forgive me if I'm in no mood for a chat, especially since Sam isn't around anymore. I don't have to be friendly. I don't owe him anything. Oliver was also one of the people there at the bonfire that night. Maybe that's what he wants to talk about. I'm not looking for a confrontation right now. I shut my locker. I have to go. Okay. But I was hoping you and I could talk. Or something, he says somewhat tensely. I don't really have time right now. Sorry. I walk off without saying anything else. Wait, just for a second. I keep walking. Please. Oliver calls after me. Something sharp and wounded in his voice cuts me, making me stop. Please, he says again, almost desperately this time. I don't really have anyone else to talk to. I'll turn around slowly. The two of us stand there, looking at each other as people walk right past us. Now that I'm looking at him, I can read the pain in his face. He lost Sam too. Except he isn't connected to him like I am. I step forward Oliver, closing the distance between us, and whisper, Is it about Sam? Oliver nods. Nobody else gets it, he says. Then he leans into me. Why did it have to happen to him? You know? I touch his shoulder and feel how tense he is, like he's holding something in. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Neither of us say anymore because we don't need to. For the first time, it's like we understand each other. I know. Be there for each other. I say, I'm really glad you're back, Oliver says. It was weird not having you around either. Then out of nowhere, he puts his arms around me and hugs me tight. The leather of his jacket is soft against my cheek. I usually shy away from this sort of affection, but for this occasion, I allow it. We both lost somebody we loved. After a moment, Oliver pulls away and readjusts his backpack. Is it okay if I text you sometime? Just to talk? Of course he can. Oliver smiles. Thanks. I'll see you tomorrow. I watch him disappear down the hall. It almost feels like we just met for the first time. It's too early to say if Oliver and I might be friends after all of this, but at the very least, maybe things will be different. Every chapter is sad. I take that back. I thought this one was gonna be very chill, but I almost cried. I almost cried. That part. Oh, blood. Okay. Insane Zero, welcome in. Hi. Oh, okay. Continue on. Thank you for the like. Thank you. I'm reading a story. The way they are there for each other. Yeah. At home, I find my mother's car in a driveway. She's in the kitchen washing dishes as I make my way inside. As soon as I close the door, I hear the faucet shut off, followed by my mother's voice. Julie? She calls for them from the kitchen. Before I can answer, she storms down the hall with a look relief on her face. Where have you been all day? I take off my jacket. I was at school. I thought I told you yesterday. But why didn't you answer my messages? She asked. What messages? I texted you last night. I even called. You called me? I don't remember waking up to any notifications. The only person I've spoken to since last night was Sam. Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. I check my phone again. Are you sure? I never got anything from you. I hand her my phone to see for herself. Of course, I'm sure, she says, scrolling through it. That's so bizarre. I definitely texted you. Do you think it's your phone? I guess it could be mine. Maybe it's the service. Maybe. My mother says, thinking. She hands me back my phone. You know, no matter how smart they try to make these things, they never work. She lets out a long breath. I'm sorry to worry you. It's alright, my mother says. I'm just glad you're fine. She takes my jacket from me and hangs it on a hook on the wall. Thankfully, I noticed your backpack was gone this morning, so I figured you were at school. How late did you come home last night? Oh, my eyes shift to the floor. She doesn't realize I never came home at all. Not too late, I say. You know, I could have given you a ride this morning. I don't really mind the walk. I turn towards the stairs. Wait! Emily stops me. How was school? Is everything okay? I pause on the first step. It was fine, I say without turning around. You don't want to talk about it? Maybe not this second. I'm a little tired. My mother nods. All right. You know I'm always here, Julie, she says as I head upstairs. But we should get your phone checked out soon. Mine too. Now that I'm thinking about it, I've had a suspicion that someone's been trying to hack it. It's probably been tapped. Then again, what isn't these days? They're probably recording everything we're saying right now. Be careful. I will. I shut the door behind me and look around the room. Everything's exactly like I left it. I returned this morning from Sam's house to change and grab my things before school. That's why I was late to class. I didn't mean to spend the night in his room, but I was so exhausted, and Sam told me it was okay. I haven't spoken with him since then. I sit at the side of my bed and take out my phone. We made plans to talk after school once I got home. I remember making him promise me he'll pick up again. Otherwise, I couldn't fall asleep. I stare at the blank screen of my phone. Well, this rational part of me keeps thinking last night was all a dream. I look over and see his play shirt hanging on the back of my chair. On my desk is the other bookend he gave me last night. His Radiohead shirt is folded and tucked away in the middle drawer. I checked a second ago to make sure it was still there. I checked my phone. For some reason, Sam's number doesn't appear in the call history. I noticed this in the morning when I woke up. It's as if there's no record that it happened. Keep this in mind. Keep all of those in mind, guys. Keep them all in mind. There's no way this could be all in my head. Could it? How else would I have how 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 else would I have known about the key under the mailbox? I guess there's only one way to be sure. I take a deep breath and dial Sam's number. The sound of the ringing makes me tense, but it only rings twice before he picks up. Julie. The knot in my chest undo themselves, and I breathe easily again. Sam, you still sound relieved to hear me, he says with a laugh. The warmth of his voice pulls me back to the beginning, and it's like before. Can you blame me? I whisper as if someone might hear us. I don't expect you to pick up, but I promised I would, didn't I? I swallow my breath, taking his voice in like air. I know you did, and that's why I call back. But you realize how crazy this is, right? You're supposed to be gone. What do you mean? He asked. What do you mean? My stomach hardens and I can't tell if he's being serious. He has to know what happened that night 1 week ago, right? The bonfire, the missed calls, the headlights on the road. There's no possible way he and I should be talking on the phone again. I'm almost afraid to ask this. But I have to know. The words are heavy in my throat. You died, Sam. You know that, don't you? There's a long silence before he answers. Sam lets out a breath. Yeah, I know. I'm still processing it. A chill goes through me. A part of me wanted to hear a different answer. Something that could bring him back to me. So, am I imagining all of this? You're not imagining anything, Julie. I promise, okay? Another promise. Without an explanation. I grip the phone tight, trying to keep it together. I still don't understand how this is possible. How are we talking to each other? Sam goes quiet again. I move the phone to the other ear, waiting for his answer. Honestly, Jules, I don't really know. He says, all I know is that you called me and I picked up, and now we are connected again. It can't be that simple though, I start. But why can't it be? Sam asks me. I know that doesn't really make sense right now, but maybe we don't need to complicate it with questions. We don't know. Oh, sorry. But maybe we don't need to complicate it with questions we don't know the answers to. Maybe we can just enjoy this chance for what it is, for as long as we have it. I glance at the walls, thinking this over. Another chance to be connected again. Maybe he's right. Maybe this is a gift or a glitch in the universe, something far outside the realm of our understanding. I remember something from last night. When I was outside the cafe, you said something else. You said you wanted to give us a second chance at goodbye. You said that's why you picked up. Did you mean that? Sam takes his time to answer this. At some point, I think we both needed to say it. But you don't have to worry about that right now, okay? So until then, can I still call you? Of course, whenever he needs me. And you promise to pick up? Always. Always. I close my eyes and take this all in. It doesn't take long for my mind to drift back to before. Before everything changed, all the plans we made were still in place. Before Sam died and I could reach out to touch him and know he's there. Before everything was taken from us. On the other line, I sense Sam is doing the same. When I open my eyes, I find myself alone in my room. As I think of Sam and the second chance we have, a question comes to me. I know I asked this before, but he never gave me an answer. Where are you, Sam? Somewhere. He answers vaguely. Vaguely. Where? I can't really say, at least not right now. For some reason, I sense I shouldn't push him on this. Is it anywhere I've been? I don't think so. I try to listen to the sounds on his end, but I can't hear anything else. Can you at least tell me what you see? He takes a moment. An endless sky. I look over the window. The curtain is partly drawn, so I walk over and pull it out of the way. The window's already unlatched when I push it open, letting a breeze roll in as I look out, past the roofs of the houses, beyond the tops of the distant hills, and outwards and out towards the sky. I feel Sam listening. I ask him, are we looking at the same one? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing this is all you can tell me. Vaguely. Thank you, Virgo. Thank you. For now, at least. I'm sorry. It's okay, I say to ease him. I'm just glad you picked up the phone. I'm glad you called me, he says. Though I'll never hear from you again. No, thought I'll never hear from you again. Hi, welcome in. I missed you too. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry, I am skipping. Let me start from the beginning. For now, at least, I'm sorry. It's okay, I say to ease him. I'm just glad you picked up the phone. I'm glad you called me, he says. I thought I'll never hear from you again. Tears from behind my eyes. I thought I lost you forever. I missed you. I missed you too. I missed you infinity. I don't question him further on what's happening, at least right now. At least not right now. I just take this for whatever it is and breathe in this impossibility. Oh my god. Impossibility of being reconnected to someone I thought I lost. No matter how ridiculous it seems, the rest of our phone call goes on like a daydream. As I continue to question what is real and what it isn't, I'm wondering if any of it matters. We talk about ordinary things, and it feels like old times again. I tell him what Yuki and the others said at lunch. I tell him about the rest of my day at school, like my conversation with Oliver. He seems like something from my imagination, but there are things I can't explain. It would be easier to tell myself none of this is real. But then I see the physical object in the room that shouldn't be there. The shirt, the bracelets, the other bookend. How could I have gotten these if he hadn't told me where the spare key was? Questions fill my mind, but I push them aside from now and allow myself to live in this beautiful, strange rabbit hole I've fallen into. I don't care how any of this is possible. I have Sam back. I don't want to let him go. Welcome in for those who just joined in. Hi, how are you doing? And that's the end of chapter 4. Oh, that was loud. Sorry. Sleepyhead, welcome in. Hi, hi. So, I think we have two very curious stuff that we might be wondering. One, why still so many questions? Exactly. Why are the phone calls not recorded in her phone? Why isn't she receiving messages and calls from her phone? Where exactly is Sam? What's going on? What are we reading? We are reading You Reach Sam. Neko, welcome in. Hi, hi. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break here. We're gonna take a break here. Welcome in to those who are here. We're about to read our last chapter for tonight. This reminds me of an anime I've seen. Oh, really? Hydration check. Yes, hydration check. Let's take a sip of water. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So, water break and bathroom break. We'll be right back shortly. Um, so yes, chapter 5. Chapter 5 is very interesting. So, okay, BRB, BRB. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you guys went and drank some water. Had a bathroom break. Oh well, we hear my chair. Okay, so for this last chapter, I made ramen. You made ramen? Nice. Nice. That's good. Welcome back. Thank you. Okay, so for this last one, we're gonna go ahead and end it with music. So let me just pull this back so it doesn't grab ads. I can't. Hold up. But I hope you guys are enjoying the story. It is a very heavy story. Yeah, it's a very heavy story. Very, very heavy. Indeed. Okay. Are you guys ready for the last chapter for tonight? For this stream? Yeah. Yes. Hey, let's go. Okay. Last chapter. Hold up. To get myself comfortable. Okay. I'm gonna start now. Are you guys ready? Chapter 5. I've been working at Mr. Lee's bookstore for almost 3 years now. It is a relic of a place filled with leather bounds, rare foreign books, and collectibles. It has been around for 2 generations despite more people shopping online these days. It is the last bookstore in town. I found it by accident the first week I moved here. The store is nameless with no storefront signs outside. The only indication are the books that inspired towers in the windows. Many of our customers wander in out of curiosity. Oh, I gotta wake up. See you, welcome in. Hi. To be honest, I wasn't sure how long the job will last when I applied. Every time I turn the corner on my way to work, I worry I'll find the lights off and the close sign unturned at the door. I'm surprised Mr. Lee still manages to keep us around when there's so little to do. I can't thank him enough for his kindness. Hi Z, welcome to the stream. I am currently reading a book, so feel free to chillax. The crystal wing Kimes Jangle damn. The crystal wind thank you, arigato. Kims jangles against the glass door as I come in. It's the next day, and I decide to stop by after school to check in on things. Pretty welcome in. After a week of radio silence on my end, it's time. When I step inside, it feels like I've gone through a portal. Light bulbs hang from strings at different heights in the air, blinking occasionally. The place looks small from the outside, but the 16 long rows of hand-painted bookshelves that nearly touch the ceiling makes the store seem massive. Welcome in, guys. Hi. The store looks empty at first, more quiet than usual. Then I hear the struggling of a box being torn open, followed by the ripping of tape. Then the sound of several books tumbling onto the floor, and someone's voice. Oh, jeez. I figured Tristan, I think that's how you say his name, Tristan, will be working today. I followed the boys and find him crouched down in the back of the fantasy section, mumbling to himself. Picking up fallen books, I kneeled down to help him. Need a hand? Huh? Ouch. Tristan turns too fast, bumping his head against the bookshelf ladder. Oh my god, are you okay? Yeah, totally fine. Tristan winces, smiling through some pain. He blinks at me with reconnection. Reconnect. Reconnect. Julie? When did you get here? Just a second ago, I say as I check his forehead. Maybe, we should put something on that. Tristan waves it off. No, really, I'm fine, he says again, and laughs a little unconvincingly. It happens to me all the time around here. That worries me a little. Don't worry, it's only a bump. After we stack the books together, I help Tristan to his feet. He straightens up and runs his hand a few times through his brown curls, even though they bounce right back. It's a nervous tick of his. I'm sorry I scared you, I say. You didn't scare me, he says, dusting his sleeves off. Nate, welcome in again. I was a little surprised, that's all. Didn't know you were coming in today. I felt like checking in. I know it's been a while. I glance around the store for changes. But exactly as I left it, I turned to Tristan. We're just gonna call him TT. No, we're just gonna call him Tantan, alright? Tristan is breaking my brain cells. Sorry for leaving you guys out of the blue. I heard you volunteer. Tantan, yes, volunteer to take over my shifts. I never thanked you. Oh, no need to thank me. I mean, I'm glad I could help. Besides Mr. Lee, it's only me. Besides Mr. Lee, it's only me and Tantan working here. If one of us is sick, the other one is responsible for the hours and closing the store. We rely a lot on each other, especially around finals when we have to coordinate our exam schedules. I hate that I sprung an entire week on him without a word. Tantan is a junior, so we never have classes together. The first time we spoke was when we both sat down with Mr. Lee during our interview for this job. Mr. Lee said he was impressed with our knowledge of books and chose us specifically for the John Ross we read most. He noticed I'm well read in young adult and literary fiction, and praised Tantan's expertise in science fiction and fantasy. We later learned we were the only one who even applied. I still feel guilty, I say. You shouldn't, Tantan says, shaking his head. You should take off however much time as you need. I like being here, so don't feel bad. The wind Tim's? I still do not know how to say that. Jingle, letting us know a customer has expertise. Thank you, expertise. Letting us know. Oh, what happened here? Where was I? Letting us know a customer has come in. Tantan looks over his shoulder and runs a hand through his hair. I think I love this story. Let's go. Let's go. I love it too. I'm glad you're loving it. That's what I want. I want everybody to fall in love with this book. It's great. Okay, let me not shut myself. Okay. He whispers somewhat carefully. So how are you doing? How are you doing, by the way? I've been wanting to reach out, but I wasn't sure if it was too soon, you know? I'm sorry about what happened to Sam. Things must be hard right now. I stare at the floor, wondering what to say. Ever since Sam picked up, it's as if the whole world flipped again, and I'm no longer sure how to respond to these questions. How do you bridge grief and hopefulness without having someone take it the wrong way, without hinting at your secret? I'm just taking it one day at a time. Tanta nods. That makes sense. The wind Keem's jingles again. I use a momentary distraction to change the subject. I run a hand along the shelves. Yeah. That the first one. Is it Keem's? Is it James? James? That's so weird. Why is it spelled like that? Chimes? Why? Oh, that makes sense. Okay, right. Okay. A little bilingual brain fart moment. My bad. Okay, that makes sense. That's much better. Where was I? Chimes. Okay, the wind chimes jingles again. I use a momentary distraction to change the subject. I run a hand along shelves. Anyway, how's the store been? Pretty good. Tantan says, understanding. Actually, you should see this. He takes my arm, pulling me to another section of the store. A woman and her son are pursuing some used book. I don't think it's pursuing. Perusing. Perusing? Purising some used books by the front window. Tantan smiles at them. Let me know if you guys need anything, he says. We arrive at science fiction, his favorite section. Look, the entire Space Ninja series, collector's edition. Tantan says, showing me the shelf he's been working on. They only have 50 of them in the world. Oh wow. Tantan opens up the book with careful hands. It has a holographic map of the entire Nexpod galaxy. Isn't that cool? He turns the page. Here's a picture of Captain Mega Claus, also holographic. If you tilt it a little, his claws move. It's beautiful. I touch the holographic paper as it glimmers. Looks expensive though. It's already sold. Oh, so why is it still here? I still have to ship it, he explains. Someone bought it online. We're online? Only since last week, Tantan says. We have an online store now and everything. It's really expanding our customer base. That's amazing. And Mr. Lee is okay with it? Of course. He even asked me to update our Facebook page. And we have a Twitter now, by the way. Do people still use that? You'll be surprised. Interesting. Tantan returns the book to the shelf. I also reach out to the other. Steve Anders. I asked him to come to a signing here and got a response. Oh my god. When's he coming? That made me feel old. He's not, Tantan says, frowning. His publicist said they've never even heard of Ellensburg. Cece, welcome. Most people haven't, I say with a sigh. At least you tried. Yeah, that's what Mr. Lee said. The wind chimes jingle again, bringing another customer. It's always great to see people coming into the store, even if they don't buy anything. After a quiet moment, I catch the scent of sage and tea leaves. A calm energy embraces the store. I turn to see the back room's door prop open, Mr. Lee standing beside Tantan, a hand on his shoulder. He has a tendency to appear as if from nowhere, Good afternoon, Julie. Mr. Lee is all I get out. I was hoping he would be here today. I feel a pang of guilt in my chest for not reaching out sooner, but I know he understands. No one knows this, but Mr. Lee was with me the day I found out Sam died. Oh, the day I found out Sam died. Hold on. Before I continue, I know I'm gonna get distracted. This shows how a loss affect a person very well. Yeah, it does. Bailey! Hi. How are you? Hold up. Let me plug in my phone. You guys might hear something weird, okay? Yeah. Okay. Is the audio okay? Hi, how's it going? Is the audio okay? Nothing wrong? We're good. I'm sleepy, but I'm okay. How are you? I'm great. We're reading a story. I'm reading a story right now, so feel free if you want to chillax. I don't know, fall asleep to it. But yeah. The last chapter for tonight. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Where was I? Uh, thank you for the kawaii. Where is it? Oh, right. Oh, in fact, it was right here in the store when I got the phone call from Mika in the morning. Mr. Lee picked me up from the floor, closed down the bookstore early, drove me to the hospital, and waited to bring me home. He always loved having Sam around. Mr. Lee said he brought in good luck. What did I bring in? I once asked him. You brought in Sam. The books missed you, Mr. Lee says with the lift of a hand, while someone else might find his words strange. I've grown accustomed to how he imbues personalities into the books of the store, bringing them to life. For instance, when a new book will come in, he'll say, "We'll need to find this one a home." It always makes me smile. I kept them in my mind, I say. He nods. I had a feeling you were stopping by, he says. Perfect timing. There's something I would like to see you. No, not see you. There's something I would like you to see. We leave Tantan with the customers as we head to the back office. The room is behind a secret bookcase. That isn't really a secret. Every time I step through it and follow the blinking string of lights and paper ornaments along the ceiling, I feel like Alice stepping through the looking glass. The room is filled with stacks of brown boxes, each filled with various books we either don't have a place for yet or just haven't sorted through. Mr. Lee asks me to wait here while he disappears inside the little office in the corner. Oh, I'm gonna cry for this one. When he returns, he's holding a book I don't recognize right away. I found this in last week's donation box. Take a look. He hands it to me. I run my hand over the cover. It is a beautiful brown, cloth bound, soft to the touch, with embroidered floral patterns that appear dusted, with gold with nothing written on top. Hi Karma, welcome in again. Maybe look sleeve. Wait. Maybe the book sleeve is missing. I skimmed through some pages and searched up the title, but everything is blank. It's a notebook, Mr. Lee says. Quite a beautiful one, don't you agree? It is, I whisper, admiring the quality of pages. I can't believe someone gave this away. It hasn't even been used yet. I immediately thought of you, he says, and points to the old computer on the back table. I've noticed you stealing paper from the printer to write on, so I figure you might appreciate this gift. Who knows? Maybe if you change the medium in which you wrote, it might inspire something. Welcome in. I was only borrowing the paper, I say. Mr. Lee chuckles and waves it off. I look down at the notebook. I can have this? As long as you make good use of it, Mr. Lee says with a nod. I think of it as an investment. How so? You see, once you finish your book, we can put it on the shelves right in front of the store, he explains, and I can tell customers she wrote it here, in the journal I gave her. I smile as I hold this journal close to me. Mr. Lee is always encouraging me to write more. Use your time at the store. Talk with the books for inspiration. They're full of ideas. Sometimes I share my stories with him to get his thoughts. Unlike my English teacher at school, Mr. Lee is well versed in the world of literature and always finds beauty in the words. He understands what it is I'm trying to say even when I'm not sure myself. I don't know if I could write a whole book though, I admit. I'm having trouble just thinking lately. I'm not sure what to write about anymore. Chocolate, what have you been thinking about? He asked. I run my hand along the spine of the journal. Everything, I guess. My life. What's happening in it. And Sam, of course. Then write it down. Write down what's happening. I look at him. Mr. Lee, nobody wants to read about my life. Who are you writing for again? Mr. Lee asked. Arching a brow. He has asked me this before. I know the answer he wants to hear. I write for myself. I'm not sure what this really means, though. I can't help caring about what people think, especially about my writing. We have too many voices inside our heads. You have to pick out the ones that mean something to you. What story do you want to tell? I stared down at the journal, thinking about this. I'll try, Mr. Lee. Thank you for this. And I'm also sorry for not letting you know I was gone. Mr. Lee holds up a finger to stop me. No apologies necessary. He opens the bookcase door and gestures towards the store. The store, yeah. The books welcome you back. I always feel at home when I'm in the store. I could spend hours and hours in here. There's a comfort in being surrounded by walls of books. But as nice as it is to be back, Sam is waiting for me. We plan to make another call today, but this time he asked me to meet him somewhere new for us to talk. Oh God, he said he wanted to show me something. I had just made it out of the bookstore when the wind chimes went off again, followed by the sound of Tantan's voice. Julie, wait! I spun around to see him with his hand extended, holding my phone. You forgot something. I gotta skip me. Oh my God. I grabbed the phone and pressed it tight against my chest. My heart is pounding as thoughts of what if flashed through my head. What if I lost it? What if I couldn't call Sam back? How could I be so careless? How could I forgive myself? I make a promise to never do this again. Thank you so much, I say breathlessly. No problem, Tantan says. You left it on the front counter. You're such a lifesaver. Tantan laughs. What will we do with our phones, right? You honestly have no idea, Tantan. I breathe relief and smile as I wait for him to head back inside. But he doesn't. He just stands there, a bit awkwardly. Was there something else? Tantan scratches the back of his head. Sort of. I mean, I forgot to mention something earlier. What is it? That's about the film. It's about the film festival. Spring Flick? My film was accepted. I want to tell you, he says. That's incredible, Tantan. Congratulations. I knew it would be. Spring Flick is part of the annual Ellensburg Film Festival that takes place at the university. It's one of the biggest events in town. Townsend and his friends submitted a short film in the high school category. They spent the last 6 months filming a documentary on Mark Langen, the alternative rock musician from Ellensburg. Sam was a huge fan. It's next month, a few weeks before graduation. Tantan goes on, running a hand through his hair. I have an extra ticket. You mentioned you wanted to go last time. If the film was accepted, do you still want to? The word graduation catches me off guard, and I nearly panic. Is it really only 2 months away? I haven't even heard from colleges yet, and I'm so behind on school. What if I don't catch up in time? I become so lost in thought. I forget about Tantan even asked me. I forget what Tantan even asked me. I must take too long to respond because his face flushes and his voice stammers. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have brought this up this soon. You probably have a lot on your mind right now. I should go back in. He turns toward the door. Wait, I call him back. Of course I'll go. Really? He asked, suddenly beaming. I mean, okay. Okay, great, cool. I'll tell you more about it soon. And let me know if you change your mind. That's cool too. I'll be there, Tantan, I say as I turn to go. Tantan stands at the door waving as I cross the street and disappear around the corner. Okay. Are you guys ready? This part? Oh god. Wait, is it the part I think it is? It might be. Okay. Cherry blossoms fall at my shoes as the bus drops me off at the university entrance. The brick tower of Barge Hall rises behind the trees as I look around. The paths throughout campus are covered with pink and white petals. There is a stream of water that runs beside the library. I cross a bridge to get to the other side. As I cut across the grass, branches drop petals on my hair and shoulders. A small breeze twirls them in the air as I keep walking. Welcome in, Panda. When the trees blossom in the spring, Central Washington feels like a place from a dream. The Sakura Festival happens once a year, and people from all over Washington come to see it. Sam and I will take the bus here and all the time when the weather was warm. It is a beautiful stroll along the university paths. This is the first I'm seeing them this year. I breathe in the scent and remember the two of us walking together, Sam's hand in mine. Sam stops to sniff the air. This really takes me back. Is it close? I ask. He looks at me. To what? To the cherry blossoms in Japan. Sam takes a good look. Sam takes a good look around. That's like comparing a lake to the ocean. You know what I mean? It's not close at all. He just returned from a trip to Kyoto to visit his grandparents and attend the Sakura festival there. He said it was a family trip. I fold my arms. Thanks again for the invitation. I told you. He laughs as he takes my hand. We'll go this summer after graduation. I promise. You're gonna love it there. It'll be like nothing you ever seen. Nothing like Ellensburg. Different worlds. I smile and kiss his cheek. I can't wait. Rixie, welcome in. Hi. But it didn't happen because Sam is not alive. Welcome. I'm reading a book right now, so you feel free to chillax and listen to me read. The book is called You Reach Sam. So how are the blossoms this year? Rightful king. Yeah. Sam's voice over the phone pulls me back. I call as soon as the path's clear and it's only us out here. They're beautiful, I say. I look up at the trees that line the paths, listening to the stream of water running somewhere up ahead. But nothing like the ocean, right? Sam doesn't answer. But I sense him smiling on the line. Why did you ask me to come here again? It's our tradition, Sam says. To walk through here every spring, remember? I realize we never got to see them this year. And it made me a little sad. I didn't want you to think I forgot, so I figured I'll bring you here one more time while I still can. But you're not here, I remind him. I know, Sam sighs, but pretend I am, just for a second, right there, beside you, like before. I close my eyes and try to imagine this. A breeze moves across my face, but nothing changes. You should have let me come with you last time. This can't make up for it. It's not the same, Sam. Not at all. I know, but it's the best I could do right now. A couple holding hands walked past me, reminding me of what's missing. The touch of a hand, the warmth of his skin, the sense of him beside me. Even though I'm connected to Sam again, he's not really here, is he? I squeeze the phone tight and push this thought out of my mind and keep walking. I was worried about being out in the open like this and running into someone. Sam told me I shouldn't tell anyone about our calls because he doesn't know what might happen. I don't want to take any risk, so I promise to keep our connection a secret for now. When the campus has cleared a little, I find an empty bench away from the path and sit down. So what's like at school? Sam asked. Is everything different? You mean without you there? Yeah, I guess so, I say. I've only been back a few days, but I hate that you're not there anymore. I don't like sitting beside an empty chair, you know. Are people talking about me? I think about this. I don't know. I don't really talk to anyone. Oh, okay. There's something in his voice. A note of sadness? I'm sure people still think about you though, I add. They have photos of you in the front office and in some of the hallways. I always see them when I come in. People haven't forgotten you, if that's what you're wondering. Sam sees nothing. I wish I knew what he was thinking. As I sit there in silence, thinking about people from school, a question comes to me. Are you talking to anyone else, Sam? What do you mean? I mean, on the phone, like this. No, only you. How come? Sam takes a moment. You're the only one who called me. I'm not crying. No, we really. Oh yeah, I feel bad. No. Is it too sad? It is really sad. Don't worry, I got a weak heart. It's okay. You guys will hear. I'm gonna cry like in a few chapters. um, where was I? Sam takes a moment. You're the only one who called me. I considered this. Does that mean if someone else had called you, you will have picked up for them too? He led and he like, are people talking about me from me on the grave? Okay, so basically, yeah, he's dead. He passed away But basically, somehow they're still connected through phone. So they're at the moment they're just talking through the phone somehow. But yeah. Where was I? Birth of a new album for Chip goes crazy. Oh god. Um, like Lake House. Where, pick up for them. I don't. Okay, here it was. I considered this. Does that mean if someone else had called you, you will have picked up for them too? I don't think so. Why is that? Because our connection is different, he says. And maybe I was waiting for your call in a way. Could it be something else? I ask. Like what? I don't know, I say, suddenly thinking about it. Maybe there's something you're supposed to tell me. Or maybe there's something you need me to do. I lean back against the bench and take this in. How long do we have? How long do we have this for? It won't be forever, if that's what you're asking. I was afraid he will tell me this. I swallow hard. So that means one day you won't pick up anymore? Don't worry, we should say goodbye first, okay? We'll know when it's going to happen before it does. You won't just leave again, I promise, Julie. I'll stay as long as I can. Stop making promises. I shut my eyes for a moment and try to find comfort in this. I don't ask Sam any more questions. I don't want it to ruin this beautiful day. A breeze stirs petals along the grass. When I open my eyes, I look up through the branches and catch the sun glimmering like silver coins through the cherry blossoms. I wish you were here with me, I whisper. I wish I were there too. So sad. The sun has set by the time I get home. I was on the phone with Sam for so long, I lost track of the day. I wanted to call again once I got back to my room, but he said we should wait until tomorrow. This is probably for the best. Even though school is the last thing on my mind, I have so much work to catch up on. I'm so behind on all my ratings. They pile up on my desk. It's a struggle to focus. I barely get through one chapter of my history book when I crack at the window jolts my head up. Who could it be? Who could it be? A second later, there's another crack as a rock comes flying into the room, bouncing across the floor. I rush to the window and look out. A tall figure moves across the driveway, a familiar one. Oliver? Is that you? Down below, Oliver stands in his Leatherman jacket, waving up at me. Hey, what's up? I give him a look. What are you doing here? Oh, just passing by. He says, shrugging casually. That I'll say hi. Hope I'm not bothering you. Oliver, you threw a rock at my window. Right, my bad. That was totally rude of me. He says, holding both hands in the air as if surrendering to something. He doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Do you need something? I ask. He shakes his head. No, not at all. I mean, maybe. Sort of. Yes? No. Just spit it out. Oliver drops his shoulder and sighs. I wanted to ask if you wanted to go on a walk or something. Right now? Unless you're busy. Kind of. Oh. I don't think that was the answer he was expecting. He looks around in the dark, a bit flustered. I'm sorry, I say. Oliver shrugs. No, it's okay. I guess I'll head on home then. He half turns, facing us straight as if he is about to head off, but he doesn't. Instead, he just stands there frozen in this pose that looks like he's about to leave. I wait a bit longer, but nothing happens. You're not leaving, are you? He drops his head, looking miserable. I really need someone to talk to, he says. I glance at the schoolwork on my desk and then back at Oliver. Okay, fine. I'll be right down. Just don't make any more noise. Oliver covers his mouth and holds up an okay sign. A few minutes later, I find Oliver waiting for me on the porch steps, his hands in his pocket. It's dark out. The moment I step into the porch light, Oliver's eyes widen. Oh, your shirt. He stammers a little. Then what? He stammers a little and steps back. It's a bit chilly tonight, so I threw on Sam's plaid shirt before I left my room without thinking about it. I wasn't sure if he noticed. I couldn't find my jacket, I say. I roll up the sleeves and cross my arms, try not to bring attention to it. The two of us stand in silence for a while. So, where are we walking? I ask. Nowhere, really, Oliver says. Is that okay? Sure. He smiles a little. In the porch light, I see him better. Dark brown hair curls across his pale forehead. Not a strand out of place. I've always been envious of Oliver's hair. The curls can be natural. Oliver motions me down the steps. After you. We walk along the lamplit sidewalks in silence. The only sounds are our footsteps and on the concrete and the occasional passing car. Oliver stares straight ahead and his eyes distant. I don't know where we are heading or if that matters. After a while, I decide to say something. Are we going to talk at all? Sure, he says. What you want to talk about? I start walking. Boo boo, welcome in. Hi, hi. Oliver. You asked me to come out tonight. Oliver pauses on the sidewalk without looking back. True. He glances up and down the street for cars. This way, he says, and crosses the road. I follow him reluctantly as we leave the neighborhood. I get the sense he's leading us somewhere. Oliver doesn't look at me. He keeps walking. After a while of this, he finally asks me something. Do you still think about him? I don't need to ask who. Of course I do. How often will you say? All of the time. Oliver nods. Same. We cross the street again, avoiding the lights from town. Oliver drifts onto a gravel road I'm not sure we should be walking on. I follow him anyway, checking back and forth for cars. Have you checked Sam's Facebook lately? Oliver continues. No, I deleted mine recently. Why? It's really weird, he says. People are still writing on it, on his wall, as if he can still read or something. What are they saying? Exactly what you expect them to say, Oliver says. His jaw tense. I can't stand it. No one even uses Facebook anymore, you know? I don't remember the last time I wrote on someone's wall. Suddenly he's dead and it's flooded. I read through them all. It's like they're not even writing to him. It's like they're writing to each other, trying to see who can grieve the most, you know? I'm not sure what to say. People cope in different ways sometimes. You shouldn't let it get to you. It's not different if everyone's doing it. He points across the road, this way. It's getting late, but I don't say anything. The town is somewhere behind us now, and I've lost track of how long we've been walking. I usually wouldn't go this far out, especially at night. But Oliver's with me. and I can tell he doesn't want to be alone. The temperature drops a little, and I see my breath in front of me, but for some reason, I don't feel cold. I keep my arms crossed and focus on the sound of the gravel crunching beneath my shoes, until Oliver suddenly stops and I almost bump into him. Then I look up and see a sign. Even in the dark, the bold white letters reflect the words, "Leaving Ellensburg." Yomi, welcome in, hi hi. We're standing at the edge of the city limits. A field of grass stretches off from the line of gravel that divides Ellensburg from the rest of the world. The air is still, the stars just beginning to show themselves. I look left and see the moon hanging low over the trees, lighting the tips of the grass that are slightly frosted from the cold, making it glitter like moonlight on water. Oliver touches the line with his foot as I stand near his side, watching. He stares out in the distance for a while, hands deep in his pocket. Oh, Tushy, I can't read that. They're boxes for me. Ellie, welcome in. Hi, hi. Sam and I will come here a lot, he says, almost wistfully. I mean, we used to. Anyways, he looks at me. Before he met you. I don't say anything. Guys, I remember this part. Okay. Prepare yourselves. That's all I'm gonna say. Prepare yourselves. Uh, hello there. The Smash keyboard. Welcome in. Um, preparing. Yep. Argo, welcome in again. Hi. Thank you for the like. Okay. Be ready, guys. Be ready. Before he met you, I don't say anything. Oliver looks away. You know, for a long time, I was mad at you. Your voice is so soothing. Thank you. For what? For stealing my best friend from me, he says. I was always a little jealous. If you want to know the truth, how he always leave me to go see you. And whenever we hung out, you were all he talked about. I looked back at him. A little flutter of laughter inside me. That's funny, because I was always jealous of you for the same thing. Oliver smiles. I mean, I'm sorry. That's funny because I was always jealous of you for the same thing. Oliver smiles and then stares out again. Me and Sam made a lot of plans together, to leave Ellensburg eventually. Whenever we got sick of this place or one of us was having a bad day, we'll walk all the way here and step over the line. He says as he does it. We'll always talk about finishing college at Central. Now they can both be jealous of Grim Reaper. Oh god, now he's a Grim Reaper. We always talk about finishing college at Central and where we will go after. But that was before he made new plans with you. And that's why you always ignored me. I'm sorry about that. It's okay, I say and cross the line too. Maybe I wasn't the nicest to you either. After a moment, Oliver lets out a breath, his eyes glinting. It really kills me, that he never made it out of here. That this was it. That this line was as far as he got. He shakes his head. I swallow hard. It hurts me too. I'm glad he met you though, Oliver says without looking at me. I could tell you made him happy. The times you were together, at least he had that. When I don't say anything, he adds, don't listen to any of them, by the way. The others who blame you. They don't know anything. I look away as he continues. Sam really loved you, If they knew him at all, they'll know how much he'd hate the things they're saying. I'll try to stop it if I hear anything. I don't know what else to say. Thank you. The two of us stare at the grass in silence for a while. Then out of nowhere, Oliver says something almost to himself or the moon. I wish I could tell him one last thing. Then he turns to me. Then you think about that? About what you would say to Sam if he had one more chance. I look down. He doesn't know that I already have that chance. That I still have Sam. But I can't tell him this. Yeah, I've thought about it. Me too. It's getting late, but we stand there in silence, just thinking and staring at the other side of the world for a few more minutes longer before we finally have to head back. Once we reach my house, Oliver walks me to the front door. Before I head inside, I have to ask him. So, what will you say to him? Oliver stares at me, somewhat confused. I mean, to Sam, if he had the chance. Oh, well, he stammers. His mouth opens and closes as if he's forgotten how to speak, as if something is stopping him. Seeing him struggle like this, I touch his shoulder. You don't have to tell me, I say. Oliver breathes relief. Maybe another time, he says. I smile and unlock the door. Do you think we can do this again? Oliver asks. Go on another walk? Go on another walk with you? You mean? Yeah, he says, nodding. You don't hear dogs in the background. That's just your mind. You're falling asleep. Or hang out or something. I think about this. I like that. But just knock next time. Or a text will do. I'll try to remember that, he says. Although I did text you, but you never responded. When? Earlier today. And yesterday too. You mean more than once? That can't be right. I check my messages again to be sure. There's not a single text from Oliver. Now that I think about it, there aren't any new texts from anyone. Are they not coming through anymore? I've noticed this has been happening since I started talking to Sam a few days ago. It might be my phone. It's been acting strange lately. That's a relief, Oliver says. I thought you were ignoring me. So you decided to show up and throw rocks at my window? Oliver holds back a grin. What can I say? I'm annoying. Maybe a little bit. Anyway, I should go inside. But before I do, Oliver leans in without a word and wraps his arms around me again. It's a longer embrace than last time, but I let it happen. Your shirt, he whispers near my ear. It still smells like him. It does. We say goodnight. I close the door behind me and listen to Oliver linger on the porch before he eventually makes his way down the steps. As I get ready for bed, I keep wondering what Oliver will say to Sam if he had the chance. He's sleeping as well. I wonder if he will ever trust me enough to share it, or maybe it's something I might have already known. And that's the end of chapter 5. And I was a little wrong. The part that I want you guys to put, I think, chapter 6, chapter 7, chapter 8 will be reading in next week. Yeah, I'm not gonna read more. That was a cliffhanger. Yeah, it's a big cliffhanger because the grand final. Cause I'm not gonna spoil it, but something is gonna happen next week on the next chapter. I'm invested. Is Oliver gonna try to get with the chick and compete with the guy with the dead boyfriend buff? You never know. I already read this book, so I know what happens. You guys don't, but I do. So, I'm excited for next week. I want to see your reaction on chapter 6. Wait, is it chapter 6? Hold on. Is it chapter 6? Is it chapter 6 where we talk about it? Where is that? Where is it? I don't think it's in chapter 6. I think it might be in chapter 7. Oh, snap. Okay, never mind. Also, white tears. Because it's a sad book. Hold on, let me scroll up because I saw some of you guys commenting. Oh my god, next week. Look you, welcome again. Wait, did I catch the end of the stream? Yep. It's about to end it in a bit. Sounds farmless Kim is strong. Okay, hello, sorry to disappear last time, but I'm glad I finally get to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you too. I can't wait. How do I get early access? It was so sad before the end of chapter 5. It was. It gets sadder. I'm not gonna lie to you. After chapter 7. After chapter 7. Oof. It's wild. It's wild. But next week I might extend it. I do want to read a few more chapters because I think the one that has a cliffhanger is chapter 7, but I want to go past chapter 7, so we'll see. No way. Yes way. Might get more story in a fidget. Yes, the read really kept me focused on my work. Nice, and thank you for the nice voice gift. All I know is that her phone bill is gonna be terrible, super long distance. What? It still has me when she said it will never be repaired because he was gone. Right? Oh my god. Okay, but for those who missed it, I'll give you a little recap. So we read chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and chapter 5. We read 4 chapters today. Oh my. And basically what happened, Lombo, for you here for chapter 1 in the prologue. I'll just go from the beginning for those who weren't here for it. So basically, at the beginning, I'm gonna skip the prologue, okay? Because it's a prologue, but I'll try it from chapter 1. At the beginning, it starts telling a story of Joy and how she is coping with Sam's death, which is her boyfriend, right? She's only 17 when this happened, so and basically she kind of, the way she coped was she distanced herself away from everybody. She cut ties with everyone, with her mom, with her friends, everyone. And yeah, until one day she woke up and she was like, I had enough. And she grabbed all of Sam's stuff that was left in her room, drop it in a box, and put it outside for the truck to come and get it. The trash truck. I think I'm saying that wrong, but yeah. Into the trash it goes. And basically, after that, she goes and meets with Sam's cousin, They have a little conversation, but the conversation doesn't go well. They end up arguing because Mika is telling Jules how she has missed every event for Sam. She missed his funeral. She missed all the other events. She missed some other thing. I don't remember. It was like some kind of tradition. She wasn't there for it neither. Um, and yeah, so Mika, the cut off, but she was left with a yearbook, right? And in that yearbook, there was a letter of Sam, and it said how he wanted to be the first one to write on it, to sign the yearbook. And basically, when she read it, after she read it, she felt really guilty. Because at the end of the letter he wrote, he said to never forget him, which was exactly what she was doing in that moment. She was forgetting him. And so she felt guilty and she started to panic and she ran back home to get the box again because she remembered, threw it away. But when she came back, it was too late. And she had a mental breakdown and ran all the way to the graveyard to go see his grave. But she couldn't even pass the gates. And she turns around and starts running again, but it starts raining and she slips and falls to the ground and she stays on the ground and cries. And the only thing she wishes for is to hear Sam's voice one more time. So she takes out her phone and she dials Sam's phone number, even though she clearly knows that he's not gonna pick up. Why? Because he's dead. It rings, and then boom, he picks up the phone, and he's on the other line, and she's like, "But you're dead." He's like, "Well, we got another chance to say goodbye." And then from there, from the other chapters, is basically them calling, and she's just going through a very weird moment where everyone is grifting and mourning besides her because she got this chance to talk to him again through a phone, right? But even though they're talking through phone, it's not the same because he's not really there. So, yes. And that's where we are, right? And then Oliver is his best friend. So, as you have heard in this one, I got tears now. And basically in the last chapter that I read, the last two chapters I read, they they met up, right? And the only reason why they were able to get along now is because they both needed somebody so they can grieve and mourn together. And they both lost somebody very special to them. Oliver lost his best friend, Sam, and Jules lost her boyfriend, Sam, the same person. So the next two chapters or so are gonna be about them together. So yeah. There's other surprises coming up. There's other surprises coming up. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Oliver and Jules are gonna get together? Is there something gonna happen between them? Is there a secret that's gonna be revealed between them? Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Oliver Matt just needed someone and she was there. Yeah, the two friends will be fighting for her love. I'm calling it. You're calling it. We'll see. We'll see. You never know. But yes, I'm glad you guys. I'm glad you guys are liking the book. No way, he's full promo for Sam. Can I get the Lauren fit check, please? I'm confused. Please explain. Let me look when I'm about to end my stream. Oliver was getting a bit close last couple lines, right? Right. But I'm gonna have to leave soon, guys, because I do have something. He means lore. You mean from my character? But check. Here it is. You guys can share it. Yuppie. That's good. Thank you. So. She's very cute, and isn't she? Snowflake leggings, right? Alright. And basically, the lore is that very good. Like, that's what I was thinking. The lore is I am a owl postman who delivers letters full of happiness to people. I'm a snow owl. Yeah. Yup. And the way I became this magical postwoman, was that I met one day. I was really sad, and some very beautiful snow owls appeared in my room through the dark, and we made eye contact, and they just brought me with them, and now I'm here helping people to feel happy again. Yeah. You're adorable, hopefully we must protect. Thank you. I will nap. Thank you guys, thank you. But yeah. So yes. I hope you guys really enjoyed this book. I really love it, and I'm glad you guys are loving it. I see it. It makes me emotional because I love this book a lot. Don't be surprised after like a few chapters. I'm sure by chapter 8 I'm gonna be crying. It's gonna be hard to read, okay? I'm gonna be fumbling a lot because I'm trying to control my emotions. I'm Ken, welcome in. Hi. But it's a really good book, so yes. I must get ready. Yeah, you need there's a lot is gonna happen next week. A lot is gonna happen. We will cry with you. And after this book, we're gonna take a break from books, and I'm gonna jump back to my lore story, because I did left chapter 2 unnoticed, and I do want to bring that back because some people have been waiting for it. So yeah. But yes. And last but not least, I don't know if you guys saw my last tweet, my third last tweet actually. But there's a cover. No, not a cover. An original song of mine that I'll be releasing on YouTube in a few minutes. Don't worry, I'll tweet the link. And I hope you guys like it. It's the song You. For those who joined my ukulele stream, I give you guys the little they give it the music note, the little what is it called, what is it called, not a teaser, it was a special moment where they were able to listen to the song. Yeah, they listened to the full song actually, so a lot of times. But for those who haven't, it's okay, I will get it out. I'll say live performance or premiere. Premiere. Sneak preview. Yeah. It didn't change much, I will say that, so don't hope for much. I did try to add other instruments into it, but why am I looking down like that? There we go. I did try to add other instruments into it because I just had something in mind. I wanted to add like violin and a little bit of piano into it, but it doesn't match with my voice, if that makes sense. Because the way I sang the song was like through the ukulele, so sadly I couldn't do that. So it's only the ukulele in my voice. I was so beautiful. I had to save on my camera roll. Wait, what? You have a clip? Oh god. But yeah. That I'll be releasing it at 12 a.m. CST time. So get ready to listen to it. And there's more coming out. So yes, I'll be staying up. Okay. It's very simple, guys. It's very simple. And don't have very high standards, okay? I'm still learning how to mix music. But I do hope you guys like it though. So yes. Looking forward to it. Thank you for the stream. Of course. Yes. Alright then. I'll be ending the stream now. I'm very tired. But it's a good tired. I have fun with you guys. And I hope you guys also have fun. Your owl will be going to duty now. Got some letters to deliver. Y'all have a good night. Sleep well, everyone. Sweet dreams. And I'll see you guys until Monday. Because Saturday and Sunday, I'm off. Y'all have a good weekend, okay? Thanks for the stream. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Yes. Bye-bye. Adios. I'm so emotional right now. Bye.